I just bought 3 houses in the last 30 days, and this one only cost me $7,000. I'm on a mission to buy 100 houses, and at this pace, I'll get there in no time. What's up, guys? Alan Abbas here, business owner and real estate investor from Windsor, Ontario. Today, I'm taking you through 3 of the properties that I purchased in the last 30 days. These are properties number 8, 9, and 10 of my 100 property challenge. If this is your first time watching the Road to 100 property series, stop this video, go back and watch the very first video I made. Link in description is below. Now, if you have seen that video, keep watching. Let's check out the first of 3. I paid another wholesaler $30,000 because they brought me this deal, and I would do it all over again tomorrow. This one's an interesting one. As they say in real estate, you want to buy the worst house on the best street. This is a very nice street, nice dead end, and this is definitely the worst house, and we bought it. Seller had a lot of substance abuse issues, mental health issues. It was a hoarder house. He had other people living here. My junk removal guy said he found all sorts of interesting things, like 300 different crack pipes, and even on closing, the seller and their tenants were moving out, dragging stuff out, and believe it or not, they kept on going back to the property in the middle of the night. I had to tell them, stop coming back to the property. This is not yours. Take whatever you want and get out of here. Great property, 2-bed, 1-bath on the main floor. We have an unfinished basement. You could put a couple bedrooms there, but it is a little short ceiling, so we'll have to see what we're gonna do with that. Might just sell it as is or fix it up. Stay tuned to find out. It also has a detached garage with fire damage. I don't know if they were cooking some things up in there, but it is what it is. I think we can salvage the garage. The block is in good shape. We just need to reframe the interior. Each 3 of these properties have a different smell. This one smells like mold and moisture. It's absolutely disgusting. Thank goodness you guys can't smell it through the video because there's a dead rat inside and I'm pretty sure it died from the stink. Once again, another off-market sale through another wholesaler, and we purchased this one for $195,000 and I got a mortgage for $185,000. So I only had to come to the table with $10,000 down plus closing costs. But that makes it much more manageable to buy all these properties. Not only was this house a complete hoarder property, completely packed from floor to ceiling, on the main floor, the basement, they even managed to pack up the attic. But there's more. The garage, since there was a fire, all the stuff in the garage was melted together. Did not make it easy for my junk removal guy, and it was packed. And aside from that, the front porch was covered and the backyard was a mess. There was over like 10 shopping carts, junk all the way through, you could barely walk by. Now that all that stuff is gone, you can actually see the property. Let's head over to the next property. Check out property number 2 of 3. Oh, get a whiff of that. It smells like cat piss. It smells like dog, cat, a little bit of everything.
A little hint of the tomato.
So gross. Be thankful you guys can't smell it. But we got a 3-level back split. On the main level, you got the kitchen and living room on the upper level, and then down below you got the basement. So on the main level, we have 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. The basement is spacious, so we have plenty of room to add another bedroom and bathroom, but I think we're just gonna add 1 bedroom to keep our costs nice and low, so it's gonna be a 4-bedroom, 1-bath home. And we had someone break in as soon as we closed. They came in through the window. I don't know if it's the previous owner, forgot a couple things, wanted to come grab it. Could have just let me know, or if it's one of the neighbors, they notice the house is vacant. Maybe people are breaking in. I have no idea, but this is another reason why you have to check on your vacant properties. I didn't even know this thing comes with this huge crawl space right up under the house, goes like straight to the front of the house. I didn't even know I had a crawl space. When we bought it, as usual, seller leaves junk behind. We had to clear it all out. I didn't even know this area was covered. I didn't even go down there, and it looks good though. Looks like a solid foundation and great for extra storage and nice and dry, just the way we like it. Could probably hide a couple bodies down here. So we have this open space. The plumbing is exposed for the bathroom. It just makes sense. I think we're just gonna put up a wall right here and just have a large, spacious bedroom. And there's a window right there as well, because you need a window for a legitimate bedroom. In case of an emergency, you want the tenant to be able to escape, or the homeowner. Safety first. And then there's plumbing roughed in over there next to the laundry. Could add another bathroom if we wanted to, but again, we wanna be in and out, keep the costs low. Doesn't really justify it. You're not gonna get that much more on the market for sale or rent. Sales are kind of all over the place in this market, and there's a lot of inventory in this neighborhood. So this is the Villages of Windsor. If you're local, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's a kind of like a low income area. This whole neighborhood was built in the 70s. Just 10 years ago, 15 years ago, these homes were $70,000. And then COVID came around and prices start to go 2, 3, 400,000. At the peak, they went over 500,000, some of them. Now we're back down somewhere in the mid to high threes, maybe up to 400. But a lot of the sales are in the $300,000 range. We picked this one up for $230, so that's a great price. And it's just cosmetics, nothing structural, nothing major. It's got a decent kitchen already. Bathroom's decent, but it's like green. It's not everyone's flavor. So again, do you want to flip it and get the most money, or do you want to just sell it as is, get quick in and out, make your profit and move on? We got options. What do you guys think I should do with this one? Should I sell it as is, make a quick buck and forget about it? Should I renovate it and see how much I can maximize my value? Or should I add it to the portfolio for the road to 100 properties to get me one step closer? Initially, I was thinking to keep all the properties for the 100 portfolio. At the same time, that gets very cash intensive. I would like to sell a few off to generate some cash flow. And aside from that, once you refinance it with the bank and you get the higher mortgage, really the cash flow in my market of Windsor, Ontario for single family homes is really not there. You need like a duplex, triplex, fourplex to have multiple streams of income to be able to cash flow, because the last thing I want to do is have 100 properties that are all negative cash flow, because I'm not trying to go broke. We're trying to get rich over here. When you're trying to buy 100 properties, that's going to cost a lot of money. And as I mentioned, the way I plan on financing these properties is through OPM, other people's money. And this one's no different. I bought this one for $230,000. I got a private mortgage on it for $200,000. So I did have to come out of pocket $30,000 plus closing costs, but that's still much better than the banks because you need 20% down, which is a higher amount. So that's the name of the game. OPM, scale, and do it in a responsible manner, because at the end of the day, we are taking risks here. You have to buy right. You gotta get a good deal, because if you get a good deal, if you make mistakes along the way, you're safe. If you overpay, you're screwed. You can't over renovate and get yourself out of it. So when you buy right, you have options. Sell it as is, renovate it and sell it and flip it, or renovate it, rent it out, do the burst strategy, keep it as a rental. So this is what I love. When you get a great deal, you have options and multiple exit strategies. Now let's go check out the last property of 3. We got this property off market as usual, directly from the seller. They wanted a hassle-free sale. They found us online from our Google ads. We were able to pick up this property for $165,000, and I was able to get a private mortgage for $165,000. So that's 100% financing. Now I did have to come out of pocket for closing costs, about $7,000. That's why I'm saying this one only cost me $7,000. We could probably list this house as is once we clear out all the junk for $199 and get $200 to $220. Or we might just decide to renovate it and flip it or keep it as a rental. Not sure yet, but at this price, I know I can't go wrong. And this is one step closer to my 100 property challenge. Let's head inside and check it out. Welcome to this beautiful home. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom on post and pillar foundation. This is actually my first time purchasing anything on post and pillars. It's not as desirable in our area, but hey, it is what it is. At this price, I can't go wrong. We got a quote to fix the foundation. The house is sloping towards the back. It's a very spacious 2-bed, 1-bath home, and we're debating whether or not we should add another bedroom. What would you guys do? Would you add a 3rd bedroom to increase the value, or would you just keep the layout the same? Let me know in the comments below. With our company, we offer a hassle-free as-is sale. The sellers are able to leave literally anything they want behind, any junk, unwanted items, garbage. So this is how we bought it. We got to clear it out. It's going to cost me under $1,000 for junk removal to clear everything out, and then we can actually see what we purchased and what we're working with. I like to call these types of homes the Allen Special, because this is my specialty. I buy it as is, where is, make it nice and hassle-free for the homeowner. That way I'm able to get a better deal on it. And buying the home, that's half the battle. Yes, it's great. We got it at a fantastic price, but now the real work begins. We got to clear it out. I got to get my crew in here, contractors, to start renovating the place. And hopefully we don't run into too many surprises on this one. These are properties number 8, 9, and 10 on the road to 100 properties. So make sure you guys subscribe and follow along to see if I make it and achieve my goal of 100 properties, or if I fail and fall short. Only time can tell.